EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, it's the second game here on this wild card Saturday, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New Orleans Saints. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Williams throw there, complete to Allen.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Williams from the gun on 3rd down.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Carr.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Andrew Billings. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. To throw is Carr.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult play to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, They have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's got some space here. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 10-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. Call it a gain of a yard. That's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Give him another one right back to Allen.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. They rips off a nice run there.
Tyreek Stevenson in on the stop. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 5.
They run it again with Kamara.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. On the right side, this is Miller. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Throwing now is Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 1.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here right at the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he'll get this down to the 23.
Carr now to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Caught out right by Renfro. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
That almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Now Carr maybe with a free play. Here we go with Kamara. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And this one is right through.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out right at the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Looking to throw. Williams. A little short pass. This is Everett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on first down. Williams. A little short pass. This is Everett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now Williams looking to throw on second down. A little short pass. This is Everett. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Carr. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there. A breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
And Kamara with a call on first down as he works his way forward for a gain of about 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Third down and 6.
Carr going to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Carr now on first down. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints.
Jerome Johnson
from 13 yards out.
And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6 is it looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return will stop right around the 25. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've got an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Kamara. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Carr to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Swift going to try up the middle. And this will be a Bears 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Williams now on 1st down. Incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. You want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Kamara up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Back to throw. Williams. It finds his target, Allen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Williams on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Now he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
And he's caught by Johnson. He's got the first down and more than that.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Williams. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Here's Williams throwing on first down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.